Alright, we are officially on the final week of September, meaning 4 weeks down. And yeah, this was a good year, a good weekend for horror movies. Honestly, let's just get into it. Real quick, if you like my content, give me a follow on TikTok, give me a subscribe on YouTube. I just realized I picked the wrong thing for scanners, but hey, whatever. We're talking about the first one from 1981. Now, if you haven't heard of this movie, it essentially follows individuals known as scanners, or people with psychic abilities. Two in particular. One is going around killing other scanners and people that are trying to control them. And the other is one that had just recently learned he was a scanner and is trying to stop the other. This does not feel like an 80s movie. I'm dead serious. Scanners does not come off as an 80s movie. If anything, it feels quite relevant to today, and that's bonkers. However, this movie genuinely shocked me quite often. I mean, hell, even those who haven't seen the movie know the infamous scene where the dude's head explodes. Spoilers, if you didn't know that. But what surprised me about that scene is just how early it happens in the movie. Honestly, this movie left me unprepared for so many of its moments that I actively had to think about what I was watching, only for it to catch me off guard. And hey, the actors did their part. They were outstanding. Michael Ironside, who I had learned was in this movie, probably stole the movie, even though he barely appeared in it. But yeah, Scanners was a truly great sci-fi horror film, with the leads doing excellent work, the writing feeling very unique, and I don't know, just overall it was a very weird and fun movie. I will say even with all those pros, it is still quite flawed. You know, the effects can feel off in certain moments, and especially in the finale. And some of the characters just, I don't know, didn't excite me when they appeared. Of course, there's also the fact that this movie can get very slow, while also being very rushed at the same time, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I have officially seen 3 David Cronenberg movies. It is not better than The Fly, it is not better than A History of Violence, but it is still a quite a good movie. And with that, I'm going to give it a 7.7 out of 10. Alright. This might be the scariest movie in the Alien franchise. And given that the scares in the original Alien still hold up, that's saying something. I mean, I swear, once the ominous music started, it genuinely made me stressed out, and I didn't know when it was a good time to let up. Honestly, the facehuggers were without a doubt the scariest they've ever been in the franchise. Thing is, the leads were all very well written and very likable. Even when they made questionable decisions, but again, it's that likability that made their deaths even more terrifying. Frankly, honestly, the alien in this movie actively made the xenomorphs in other movies in this franchise look minuscule in terms of their fear factor. And that ending, holy fuck, that ending. I'm not going to spoil what Kaylee Spaney's character fights with at the end. You just gotta go see it yourself, but that is gonna be the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in a sci-fi horror movie, not just this franchise. Frankly, this movie had no right to be as good as it was, and its scares probably helped it save the franchise from itself. And this coming from someone that loves Alien Covenant. Seriously, that is my fourth favorite movie now that I've seen this. My only complaint, and I mean this is my only criticism, is the CG revival of actor Ian Holm, who, as fans of this franchise may know, played Ash in the original movie. For starters, bringing a dead actor back like that was just poor taste. And also, the CGI just didn't look convincing. But other than that, it was a very well written, well acted, well shot, well edited movie with truly terrifying visuals. And with all of that, I'm at a 9. Alright, so yeah, that is officially the final weekend of September. One more month of spooky season, and I am so excited to see what movies the dice roll for me. Of course, you all know the one I don't want to get watched, but we know how that's going to go. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. Again, give me a follow here, subscribe on YouTube, and as always, y'all stay interesting.